Hello everyone. In last lecture we have seen that what is meant by circular motion, what is linear motion, what is 1D motion, what is 2D motion, which is projectile motion or circular motion, we can say that. So in this lecture we are going to study a simple concepts like angular displacement, uniform circular motion, which can help us to understand circular motion in brief perspective. So as a reminder, circular motion, this is a definition: motion of a particle along the circumference of a circle is called circular motion, or in simple words we can say that circular motion means a particle which can travel in a circular path with circumference. Suppose there is an object and which can travel in a circular path, we can draw a circle of its path, so we can say that the particle is in a circular motion. So after this we can see an example of circular motion. We can see that this is an image of an atom in which there is a nuclear in the center of the circle, and there are electrons. Those are moves around that nucleus. Here is another example in which there is a earth and moon is revolving around the earth. This is a example in which the man is rotating. We can call that Gofan in Marathi. So he moves that Gofan in a circular path and throw that stone. There is a particle which is a stone. That stone is in a circular path, so it is in a circular motion. Here we can see that there is a origin. Assume that it is a O, and the position of particle at a. So we can say that it is a radius vector which is denoted by r. Then if a particle is rotated, then we can say that the angle should be changed, and it is denoted by theta, where s is a length of arc. Then what is meant by length of arc? An arc is named based on its endpoints. The arc is in above figure is called arc AB or BA, since the order of point doesn't matter. This can be expressed as the letter AB with curved line above it, such as AB, and read as an arc AB. Position vector or radius vector. Okay. So here is a definition. One of the primary things to start with kinematics is to know what position vector is, what displacement vector is, and what the difference between position vector and displacement vector. Here we are only talking about position vector. So position vector is used to specify the position of a certain body. Knowing the position of a body is vital when comes to describe the motion of the body. The position vector of an object is measured from the origin in general. Suppose we have an object is placed in a space. So O is the origin, and where the arrow ends, we can define that P, which is object. So the position vector R, we can express it in the term of R. So we can write it as R bar is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap, where I is equal to unit vector along direction, j is unit vector along y direction, and k is unit vector along z direction. So here is the definition of angular displacement. What is meant by angular displacement? We are going to see in a brief. Angular displacement in a curvilinear motion is an unavoidable part. The motion of an object along a curved path is studied under circular motion or curvilinear motion. In the case of linear motion, the difference between the initial point and final point is termed as displacement. Thus, the circular motion equivalence of displacement is angular displacement, represented using Greek letter theta, measured using unit degree, or we can say that radian. Here is the definition of angular displacement. The angle in radians through which a point or line has been rotated in a specified sense about a specified axis. It is the angle of the movement of a body in a circular path. Exactly, we are going to see that it is the angle made by a body while moving in a circular path. Before we go any further into the topic, we have to understand what is meant by rotational motion. When a rigid body is rotating about its own axis, the motion ceases to become a particle. It is so because in a circular path, velocity and acceleration can change at any time. The rotation of the rigid bodies or bodies which will remain constant throughout the duration of rotation over a fixed axis is called rotational motion. The angle made by the body from its point of rest at any in the rotational motion is the angular displacement. For example, if a dancer dancing around a pole does one full rotation, his or her angular rotation will be 360 degree. On the other hand, he or she makes half a rotation, the displacement will be 180 degree. So it is and we can say that angular displacement is a vector quantity, which by means it has both magnitude and direction. Here we are going to see the formula of angular displacement. It is theta is equal to arc BA or arc AB upon R. R is a which is a position vector. So here theta is a angular displacement, S is the distance traveled by the body, R is the radius of the circle which it is moving. In simple word, the displacement of object is the displacement traveled by it around the circumference of circle divided by its radius. This is a definition of arc length. After that, we are going to move for the another definition, which is angular velocity. Here, angular velocity is a vector quantity and is described as the rate of change of angular displacement, which specifies the angular speed or rotational speed of an object and the axis about which the object is rotating. The amount of change of angular displacement of the particle at a given period of time is called angular velocity, which is basic definition of this angular velocity. The track of the angular velocity vector is vertical to the plane of rotation in a direction which is indicated by the formula which is given below. So omega is equal to d theta by dt. After that, there is a instantaneous angular velocity can be obtained by limiting value of this dt. So we can write this omega is equal to, and we are putting that in a limit, d theta by dt. It is measured in radian per second. One basic thing I want to mention here, which is in this diagram. Here, after the point C, there are showing a arrow which is direction of the velocity. Here, the direction of velocity is always tangential to the circumference of circle. After that, we are moving to uniform circular motion, by which the movement of a body following circular path is called as circular motion. But the motion of a body moving with a constant speed along a circular path is called uniform circular motion. Here the speed is constant, but the velocity changes. If a particle is moving in a circle, it must have some acceleration acting towards the center, which is making it move around the center. Since the acceleration is perpendicular to the velocity of particle at every instant, it is only changing the direction of velocity and not magnitude, and that's why the motion is uniform circular motion. We can call this acceleration centripetal acceleration or radial acceleration, and the force acting towards the center so we can call it centripetal force. After that, we are moving towards angular acceleration. So it is the rate of change of angular velocity with a time of an object in motion. Acceleration is the change in velocity of moving an object with respect to time. If the object moves on a circular direction, then its velocity is called angular velocity. Here, the angular acceleration is known as rotational acceleration. It is a quantitative expression for the change in angular velocity per unit time. The acceleration vector, magnitude or length, is directly proportional to the rate of change of angular velocity. the vector direction of the acceleration is perpendicular to the plane where the rotation takes place, increase the angular velocity clockwise. Then the angular acceleration velocity points away from the observer. If the increase in angular velocity clockwise, counterclockwise, then the vector of angular acceleration points toward the viewer. After that, we are going to mention this. In SI units, it is measured in a radians per second squared, which is the unit of this angular acceleration, and is usually denoted by alpha. So this is the lecture for today. If you are having some questions, kindly ask me. Thank you.